So, hello and welcome back. This time from my small studio. I just wanted to show you a quick thing that I uh, can offer as a tip for you. And it's about warm and cold colors. And in order to create this assignment, I thought first need to know what you want to do. In my mind, I picture this to be like you will use your hand and you can just draw your hand like a shape of your hand, and that that hand might represent the warm colors, and what is outside here might represent the cold colors. And cold colors might be things like blue and dark green, purple, and those kinds of colors. Whereas the warm ones are more like the red, the orange, and yellow as well. So, but I thought first, before you do this, you need to establish what what do you want to do, and what do you want to represent, what do you want to be represented as the cold and the warm colors. I'm thinking more about emotions in that case. So, what makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside? Is it your puppy? Or might be like if you think about summer or something else. Something that represents something warm, and then try to create that uh, as an imagery, sort of. So, just a quick one. I picture like warm things. Let's list I'm thinking about. I really love autumn, even though it's quite a cold season. Autumn makes me feel warm inside because I like the colors. I think, especially further north where I come from, it's not as prevalent down here in the south of Sweden where I live. But I'm thinking about like uh, let's see, an autumn autumn leaf. I can imagine that can represent like warm things for me, and cold in that case might be like if people are being treated unfairly, or like also on a personal note, if I'm being treated unfairly. I consider that quite cold in my world. I get quite upset. Like, yeah, so like unfairness. Unfair. I'm writing fast now in calligraphy. All right, that's a new one. Unfairness might be my my thing. And then you need to plan your image. Like, how do you want it to look? Like, you need to have a sort of an outline first before you begin. Or you don't have. Oh, sorry, I'm wiggling the camera. You don't have to, but it's a great help for me, anyways. So I just picture a piece of paper here, yeah, and then I think, well, my hand will go about here, I think. So I'm just outlining a sort of hand. This is not my normal size for a hand. My hand is a bit different. This is more like yeah, artistic thing. And I am picturing maybe like the coldness in that case might be, well, I don't know. I will go for, let's see, an icicle. So, yes. And then I'm picturing perhaps a leaf here. I'm not an expert on drawing leaves, I can see now. But it is all fun. It's just an exercise. And then I think maybe you can have like different shapes. So everything that goes on outside of this hand would be in cold colors, like the blue, purple spectra. And then opposing that, we have the warm colors here. So you can also play with these shapes, I think, that you can, I don't know, you can just try out different things, and you don't have to decide just yet how this will come to pass while you're doing it, or before you're doing it. So this is just trying out some shapes and stuff. You can even add some wave effects here. And yeah, now we have an outline of what we are going to do. And as I come down here, I've almost made my hand now on this paper, and it doesn't have to be very realistic. Oh, it doesn't. It isn't even. Looks really funny, but it doesn't matter. All you need now is you have to check on what you planned. Like you want to have a leaf here and then an icicle there, for instance. So let's do that first, and then we come back. And so we have an outline here about what we want to do now. And as you can see here, it differs from the sketch, because when I was playing around with the shapes here, I found out new things that I wanted to do. And that's okay. It's all perfectly fine, but it's always good to make a sketch first, because it's good to plan your work when you do things. So I will just go ahead now and use some oil pastels on this thing and see what happens. So things are starting to shape up now, but there are still a long ways to go. I went for these kind of pens before, like these ones, those felt tip ones, but I found that using oil pastels instead was a great idea, because you can actually blend these colors better. If you have a tissue paper or something, you can make it blend more, so the colors will pop a bit. I find that quite interesting. So I have a long ways to go with this picture, I can see that, but just wanted to share with you this tip. It's quite a fun exercise to do with the warm and the cold colors meet. Because I get a nice dynamic. So, but yeah, that's all for me, I guess, for now. But see you again soon. I have, as I said before, I have a couple of projects lined up and waiting right now. So you will be the first to know when those things come to pass. Yeah, this looks fine. I think I will put up the final thing later on my blog. So stay tuned for more. Take care now. Bye.